All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel again. Thank y'all so much for coming over. We got this video here from Clip World. Said the Joe Rogan situation is crazy. I don't even know what the hell is going on. All right, I'll leave the link in the description again so you guys can check it out yourselves. Just in case I have to edit something out. Like I said, if there's too much cussing or stuff is being shown that I can't show, I have to trim it out, but I always leave the original video in the description. So we ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's jump right into it.
Joe Rogan has reportedly entered into a $30 million lawsuit against a massive mainstream news outlet after MSNBC purposely...
Wait, he's suing? 30 million? Jeez. Hold on. Let me. Sorry.
Joe Rogan has reportedly entered into...
See what this says here? False light. Damn, 30 million.
A $30 million lawsuit against a massive mainstream news outlet after MSNBC purposely doctored footage from his podcast to make it sound like Joe Rogan was endorsing Kamala Harris for president. First, we are going to show the full 2-minute clip of Joe Rogan and Michael Malice discussing Kamala Harris on his podcast, followed by the 60-second version edited and uploaded by MSNBC, broken down by Tulsi Gabbard.
The thing is, the gaslighting is what bothers me.
Well, it all bothers me. It all bothers me, the fragility of the human mind. You know, that so everybody forever was like, Kamala Harris is the worst vice president. She's the least popular vice president of all time. And then in a moment in time, all of a sudden she's our solution. She's our hero. Everybody's with her. All these social media posts about her. Try Googling a negative story on her. You won't find one.
So,
ta-da!
Okay, you've got me started, Officer Harris. They've been doing this live for years. So in 2019, our pal Tulsi absolutely nuked her in that second debate. And if you looked at charts at the time, she's kind of... Officer Harris is like doing okay. First debate, she comes out, Joe Biden, you're a racist. The Democrats were looking for an alternative to Bernie Sanders that wasn't Biden. She starts going up in the polls, right? Second debate comes out, Tulsi, being a good Hawaiian, knows how to roast the pig, just completely slams her. Not only that, she has no counterpunch. She goes on Anderson Cooper and she's like, well, I'm a top tier candidate, so of course people are going to take shots at me. That's her answer. She immediately starts going down in the polls. It's that day. You can see it on the chart I have on my Twitter. All the articles at the time that did an autopsy on Kamala Harris's failed campaign didn't mention Tulsi once.
Yeah.
It was BBC, LA Times, Reuters, New Yorker. A guy from the Washington Post just did a piece looking back on her campaign, didn't mention Tulsi either. They completely pretend it didn't happen.
Well, it just shows you that what they're looking for is not what they say they're looking for.
Yes.
Because she is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit, so she got to see people blown up by the war.
I don't know, have a clue who this person is. I mean, they just showed her, but I don't know who she is. But I'm just waiting for the part to see. I'm ready to see what they did.
She was a congresswoman for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want. All those things you want.
But
and yet you don't want her.
Because she's not for war.
Yes. Well, she's also just not willing to play ball. There's a game that's being played. And if you're like, hey, you're not supposed to fucking move the ball. Like, oh, look at this bitch over here. Like, get out of here. You're going to fuck up our game. It's not real democracy. It's controlled parties.
MSNBC was exposed today for yet another set of lies. They deceptively edited together this video of different Joe Rogan comments to make it appear that he was singing the praises of Kamala Harris.
She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. She is a strong woman. She is a person who served overseas twice. She in a medical unit. She was a congresswoman for 8 years.
Yeah.
She is a person of color. She's everything you want. She's going to win.
No, she's not.
She can win. They just want no Trump, no matter what.
This is not reflective at all of the truth of what Joe Rogan said. And I think MSNBC has since taken this post down. But what's really serious...
Were they trying to say, make it seem like Kamala have served 8 years? Or served overseas? Is that what they're trying to make it seem? Like...
here is that not only does Joe Rogan deserve an apology, there's actually something far bigger at stake here. This is yet another example of how MSNBC is working hand in glove with the Democrat elite and the Kamala Harris campaign to try to spread lies, simply things that are not true. So what this means is MSNBC is a for-profit corporation. They are helping Kamala Harris's election campaign. And what they are doing through their platform would qualify as an in-kind contribution to her campaign. It's worth a lot of money. The fact that they are doing this should require the Federal Elections Commission that manages campaign spending and campaign finance, require them to report this as an in-kind campaign contribution or to be punished for abusing their position in trying to use their platform that has nothing to do with journalism. It is purely a propaganda platform, and that they are using this in order to try to help Kamala Harris get elected.
And this is not the first time Joe Rogan has been used as a propaganda tool by the mainstream news. Most people know about the famous example when CNN claimed Joe was taking horse dewormer and edited his Instagram video to make his skin look yellow and gross because he was able to quickly recover from COVID without the vaccine. This was another instance where Joe probably could have sued one of these news networks, but that time he chose to embarrass one of their anchors on his massive platform instead.
The rest of them are all lying about me taking horse medication. And we should talk about that.
That bothered you.
It should bother you too. They're lying at your network about people taking human drugs versus drugs from veterinary.
Calling it a horse dewormer is not a flattering thing. I get that.
It's a lie. It's a lie on a news network, and it's a lie that's a willing lie that they're conscious of. This is not a mistake.
Yeah.
They're unfavorably framing it as veterinary medicine.
Did you see that thing that the FDA...
You know, that I feel like that was a smart move by him, by Joe Rogan, to not like say nothing, but wait till you get somebody who's actually part of the show to come there, so you can say it face to face to them, and you get the camera shot on their face. I heard him in the background going, "Hey, it's a dirty game, man. It is a dirty game, these politics, I tell you. People just sit up there pulling them strings. It's a dirty game."
They put out?
What did the FDA put out?
It was a tweet, and it was snarky. I admit it. They said, "You are not a horse, you are not a cow, stop taking this stuff," or something like that.
Why would you say that when you're talking about a drug that's been given out to billions and billions of people, a drug that was responsible for one of the inventors of it making the
Nobel Prize.
The Nobel Prize in 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, a drug that has been shown to stop viral replication in vitro. You know that, right? Why would they lie and say that's horse dewormer? I can afford people medicine, motherfucker. This is ridiculous. It's just a lie.
I don't think anyone is...
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? You know that they know that I took medicine. Like, here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got it with
right
you.
here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a problem? That your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude,
what did they say?
They lied and said I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
they
with
shouldn't have said
a
it was
bunch of other medications.
If you got a human pill, because there were people that were taking it, the veterinary medication, and you're not, obviously. You got it from a doctor, so that it shouldn't be called that. Ivermectin can be a very effective medication for parasitic disease, and as you say, it's probably, I think, what, 250 million people have taken it around the world?
He still ain't answered the question, though. Yeah, I wonder if he's going to ask him again.
More,
I get that.
Way more.
So
way more. Billions of people have taken it.
Can I just come back to the one I want to talk about? Two things I'm going to let
you have. Before we get to that, does it bother you that the news network you work for out and out lied, just outright lied about me taking horse dewormer?
They shouldn't have said that.
Why did they do that?
I don't know.
You didn't ask? You didn't think that was you're the medical guy over there.
I didn't ask. I should have asked before.
But they did it with such glee.
No,
yes,
Joe.
They did. I watched.
I watched.
I watched.
You watched? No, I don't think there's glee.
They did.
I don't. No one takes.
Joe Rogan says he's taking livestock drug despite warnings. Yeah.
Jamie had to pull this up.
You want to play it?
Does she
This
have
is
glee?
your news network.
I'm going to watch.
Let's see.
I'm going to watch.
Rogan telling his 13 million Instagram followers that he was treated with several drugs, and he included ivermectin on the list, a drug used for livestock. The FDA and the CDC warn against using to treat COVID.
Turns out I got COVID. Look, they put a yellow filter on me too.
The kitchen sink out all kinds of meds. Monoclonal,
you see the original video versus that? I look like shit there.
Z-Pack,
do you know that?
I think you look good.
Pause. It's enough.
Prednisone.
The point is, that's a lie.
It can be used for humans. I get it. I totally.
Not just could be used for humans, is often used for humans, along with all the other drugs I took. All human drugs.
Yes,
they know it's a human drug.
It's right, but
they lied.
The thing,
it's defamatory.
It is. Yeah, they shouldn't have done that.
It's defamatory, right?
Well, I don't know if it's defamatory.
I bet it is.
Well, I'm not a lawyer.
It's a lie.
Well, see, here's the thing. You can have nuanced discussions about this.
No,
right?
you can't.
Yeah,
you can't have nuanced discussions about lying about someone taking horseshoe.
There was no glee, by the way.
Hey, when people say these two things, see what had happened was, or when they say, here's the thing, you just know, I think Joe just wanted him to say, like, yeah, they messed up. He pretty much wouldn't say it though. But that's pretty crazy, man. 30 million.
Really not sure why they keep testing Joe Rogan. It's pretty clear at this point he is not going to let the mainstream media get away with blatant lies involving his name. But what was even their plan making this Joe Rogan Kamala Harris ping trip video that has him endorsing a candidate he's been openly disgusted with for years? It's just such a wild move by a news organization with 2 million TikTok followers to edit that and upload it, to say the least. Also, I know that people enjoy comedy as an escape from these kind of topics, so I just want to make it clear that during this election season, we're not going to get political, but I also think it makes sense to cover big stories that involve comedians. Plus, the mainstream news has been messing with Joe Rogan for years now, so winning this case would actually be some sweet justice. Almost as sweet as you pressing subscribe to this channel, our second channel, Clip World. It's like the first channel, but with less subscribers. And you can change that right now.
I love Joke World. He's the fucking man.
Wow, man, that's pretty crazy. It'd be a lot of stuff like that, though. When you watch videos that have no context, it's just, you know, it'd be a lot of stuff like that. That's why you see sometimes in interviews, people be like, nah, I'm going to watch what I say because I know what y'all like to do. Y'all like to, you know, pretty much put stuff together, make it seem like I said this. Like I said, it's a dirty game. And the gloves are coming off. Nobody's going to be fighting fair just because, you know, a lot of people want to see a woman in the office. A lot of people want Trump back in office. So it's going to get dirty, man, all the way to the very last day. I'm telling you, it's going to get dirty. But boy, $30 million, man. Hey, like, yo, don't be putting no dirt on my name. All right, hey, appreciate you guys coming over and watching. Peace out.